Today we're going to be taking a look at the best hitches available for the 2015 Buick Encore. We'll start with the Draw-Tite Class 2. This offers an 1¼ by 1¼ opening. Its part number is 36554. We're going to follow that up with the Curt. This is a Class 1 rating. This is also an 1¼ by 1¼ receiver tube opening. Part number there is C11358. Now at first glance our hitches look very similar to one another. They follow the same design. It's kind of a rounded tube that's going to come across the rear of the vehicle. They're both going to be pretty visible from the backside. The hitches kind of tuck in underneath the vehicle nicely, but you're going to see most of this tube as it comes across. And that meets in the middle at our 1¼ by 1¼ receiver tube openings. The Draw-Tite has a band style reinforcement collar that goes around it here. You can see it's been welded on. And the Curt, it has one that's a little bit cleaner looking in my opinion. It's a little bit more of a flush look. Again, that's going to make a very minor aesthetic difference, but something you might want to consider. Our safety chain connection points are going to be almost identical on both the hitches there. Not really a big difference there. Draw-Tite is a little bit bigger and a little bit more open, but you really shouldn't have any issues connecting whatever type of safety chains you might be using. As far as the pinholes go, both of these are going to be a 1/2 inch diameter pinhole. For the Draw-Tite, we want to be sure that we use Class 2 rated accessories. And we should have plenty of room on each side there for regular hitch pins and clips, anti-rattle devices, or maybe even locking hitch pins, whatever you want to use. And the same is going to go for the Curt here. Now with this one, you want to use at least a Class 1 rated accessory. Class 2 pins, locks, and anti-rattle devices will work with this hitch as well. Now, when it comes to installation processes on both of the hitches, they are pretty straightforward. There's not going to be any major drilling or any modifications to the rear fascia or anything like that you're going to have to do. Although the Draw-Tite does use 2 less bolts, it's a little bit easier to install. The Curt, it's not that much more difficult, just has a few extra bolts that we need to put in place. Now that's kind of a weird situation because the Draw-Tite actually has higher weight ratings. Though what that would mean is they've just kind of built this one to be a little bit more sturdy than what the Curt is, which we knew that. This is a Class 2 hitch and this is a Class 1 hitch. Now the weight ratings as far as both the hitches are concerned, the tongue weight rating, which is the maximum downward force that we can put here on our receiver tube opening, is going to be 300 pounds on the Draw-Tite hitch. It's going to be 250 pounds on the Curt hitch. Now the gross trailer weight ratings on each hitch, which that would be the total weight of your trailer and anything that you were going to load up on it. The Draw-Tite, it offers a 3,500 pound gross trailer weight rating, where the Curt is a 2,000 pound gross trailer weight rating. So in my opinion, the Draw-Tite is the better hitch of these two, simply because it does have the higher weight ratings. We're not going to be limited on our bike racks. It's Class 2 bike racks. This is going to accept even up to the 4 bike Class 2 rack. Whereas with the Curt hitch, we would want to limit ourselves to just a 2 bike rack or a smaller cargo carrier. Whereas the Draw-Tite, you'll be able to use some of those larger cargo carriers and get up closer to that 300 pound tongue weight rating that the hitch is going to offer. And of course, when it comes to trailering, the Draw-Tite is just going to be more sturdy. We'll be able to handle a bigger trailer. Of course, we do need to check the owner's manual on the Encore. We need to see what it's rated for, then we'll go off of whichever of those numbers are the lowest. Now this is what our Draw-Tite's going to look like installed. Our Curt's going to be almost identical. The bar here at the end does kind of turn up just a little bit, but be a very minor difference. I don't think you're going to notice anything. So as far as aesthetics go, both of them are going to be right at the same. As far as ground clearance and then measuring from the hitch pinhole to the outermost edge of the bumper, both hitches there, they're going to be right at the same. So there's not going to be one or the other taking an advantage there. When it comes to your recreational towing, if you are going to go with the Curt hitch, they do recommend the use of a stabilization strap anytime you're going to haul a non-wheeled load. So if you're doing bike racks, cargo carriers, something other than a trailer, they recommend using the stabilization strap. With the Draw-Tite, it's going to be much sturdier of a hitch, so we're going to have higher capacities, and we don't have to worry about that strap. So I think the Draw-Tite's going to take it in the recreational segment. For the towing segment, trailer towing, the Draw-Tite certainly has an advantage there. It's got a much higher weight rating with it. And as far as ease of installation goes, while they are pretty similar, the Curt does have extra hardware, so the Draw-Tite would be the easier of the two hitches to install. That's going to complete our look at the best hitches available for the Buick Encore. We hope it'll make your decision-making process a little bit easier.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.